Right, hello everybody. Doing the usual background checks here, so just bear with me a moment. Hear me. That's the first part of the battle. Now I need to plug in my phone to make sure it doesn't run out of battery, because it is on very to load, and then we will get going for this very exciting stream that will either be ridiculously long or a normal enough time. And there's a few ground rules I need to get into as well, and I probably should have wrote them down first because I'm definitely going to forget something, but we'll see. Yay, my chat is here. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not, because I forgot to do one thing. There it is. There we go. Hello, JJ. Welcome back to the stream, my friend. How the hell are you? Oh my god, I'm going to keep burping, lads. I do apologize in advance. Not too long after my dinner, and I'm a bit of a pig when it comes to burping and stuff like that. But anyways, let's get on with this. This is a very exciting stream, lads. I have been thinking about this for a while, and I actually originally had this plan probably around this time last year for WWE 2K. This is my WWE 2K23 save file. I have vacated every single championship that is here. Every single one of them. As you can see, for example, like with the AEW title, there's a few custom ones here, and I did the math, there is 87 championship belts here. I apologize to Bruce Pritchard for calling them belts. Belts hold up your pants, pal. Yes, I know, championship titles. I'm just going to call them belts because fuck you, that's why. No offense, Bruce, love you to bits. But what I am going to do today is I'm going to try to win all 87 of these titles in one stream. But there are a few rules. The first rule, we are going to play every match on legendary difficulty, the hardest difficulty in the game. The second rule, if I lose 5 matches at any point in the stream, if I lose up to 5 matches, the stream is over. Thirdly, this more than likely is going to end up being a series, because if I lose that 5th match, when I start the next stream trying to do this again, we start from scratch. For example, let's say I win 10 matches and then I end up losing 5 and I stop the stream, right? Then, the next stream, I don't keep the titles on those 10 people. I have to start again from scratch. So, as you can imagine, this is probably going to be a series. This ain't going to be one stream. The next thing is, I should have wrote down all the rules. Oh yeah, the next rule is that I can't use a wrestler more than once unless they have more than one character in the game. For example, John Cena has a shitload of characters in this game because the My Rise story in 2K23 is a retrospective, I should say, of John Cena's career. So that is an exception. If the character has if the wrestler has a few different characters in the game, then we're allowed to use it multiple times. So, like, for example, let's say I have John Cena for the WWE title and I have him again for, I don't know, the fucking US title, let's just say. Then I can use one version of John Cena to win the WWE title, another version of him to win the US title. Is there any other rules? Oh yes, the last rule as well. The opponent is going to be randomized every time. So I could get the highest rated player in the game, Super Cena, 100 rated, or I could get 67 rated Reggie. It's literally an open playing field. I am so goddamn excited for this. I am prepared to be so stressed. I'm going to try and do this at least once a week. I think this is a new fun mini-series. Also, as well, before I get into this, my chat has just disappeared. I'll bring it up again in a second because I want to say this before I forget. My apologies for last weekend not getting the second stream. I was ridiculously busy. I was actually supposed to be refereeing last Sunday, I should say, the same day as All In. Not at All In, I wish, but it was actually supposed to be in Cashel. For those of you that don't know, Cashel is about an hour away from Cork. Yeah, the show got cancelled whilst I was waiting to be picked up. So, as you can imagine, that was very annoying. But I am going to try and get back to doing at least one stream a week. Every time I do this lately, I feel like I haven't done it for a while, you know? And I don't like that. I want to start doing this again more often because we have a lot of fun on here. I may as well tell you what the original, to make up for what happened last time. I simmed 3 seasons, kept getting knocked out of the Champions League. The moment has passed, lads. The moment has passed. Right, let me get back up the chat here because I feel like I've seen a couple come in and I apologise. I'm not ignoring them, I promise. There was just a lot I needed to get out there. Okay, it's just loading for me. Apologies. This is what I get for making overcomplicated rules that I didn't write down. Here we go. So I'm doing okay. Bit sad, but just hanging in there. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, JJ. I'm really sorry to hear that. I really hope that... I hope this cheers you up. I really hope it does, because you are a very, very important part of these streams. Literally, I was actually... I'm a bit vain, and I was watching some old Clone United episodes. I think there was one episode where I think you came on like just before it ended, and I remember the whole stream just being like, I wish JJ was here. It's just not the same without him. So like, just know that, no matter how down you might feel about whatever's going on, you are very, very much valued here. And like to the point where my siblings ask, have you heard from JJ today? So just remember that in a completely different country that you've never been in, across the pond, there are people here that love and support you. So always remember that. And no matter how bad things are, just always know I'm here for you. I'm your friend. I'm your brother. And yeah, there is nothing that you can't tell me. And that goes for anybody who tunes in here. But just know that JJ is the GOAT. You're all loved, but JJ is the GOAT. So... yeah, and there's one here. So I've put all the wrestlers and belts into a wheel of names. There is one here, JJ. I really, 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 I mean, he has to come up for me to complete the challenge. I really want him to come in here today because I did it specifically for you. So I really hope it comes up today. Oh God, I cannot wait. But I feel like there's another rule I'm forgetting about. There's definitely another rule that I am forgetting about. Oh yes, there is one thing just to keep in mind for the WWE Tag Team titles. The Raw and SmackDown titles, the current ones that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens both hold, yeah, I'm just going to do one match for them because I'm not going to lie, I got a bit lazy. And I also, the other thing, the wrestlers who I've determined I'm going to use to win each title, some of them it's because they've actually held that title, some of them it just logically makes sense. To give a bit of a spoiler, Tommy Dreamer I have down for the ECW title, even though the ECW title I have him down for, this one right here, he never actually won that, but, it's Tommy Dreamer, it makes sense. And in a couple of occasions, it's just because I wanted to use that wrestler, and, it's just what I wanted to do. So, listen, let's just get into it. Oh, I'm excited for this. That makes me feel like a small celebrity. Hello to your siblings. You are, JJ, you are. They love you to bits. And listen, you were a part of the first time they ever got to stream, so... they'll always remember you for that. And yeah, of course, you are unbelievably appreciated here. Don't ever forget that, I know that, listen, not heartbreak, but sadness is sadness. You know what I mean? Like, we all unfortunately have to go through it sometimes. And listen, like, not to like make this about myself, I haven't been doing amazing in my own head in recent times, but I always believe that things always do get better. Like 2019, I always say like that was the worst spot I was ever in, and that's all a distant memory now. And okay, I mightn't be in the best spot mentally right now, but look, it is what it is. We push on, we push forward, and always reach out and talk to people. That's the most important thing. So let's spin the wheel before we decide what arena and what match type. Let's spin the wheel and see what the first match we're going to be playing is. Oh, I'm nervous. I am nervous. Oh, okay, we got a good one. The first championship we're going to be playing for is the US title, but the 2003 version of it that they used up until not too long ago. So I think it makes sense that we stay at the Great American Bash. Let's keep it no holds barred. And the person I've decided to use for this is the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Now that's a fantastic start. All right, I'm going to randomize this. I'm going to press the random button 5 times. And let's hear. So here we go. Sorry, I clicked out of the stream by accident. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it is a TNA rematch. It is going to be the icon, the vigilante, Sting. This is what you call an opening to a stream. Well, I mean, yeah, because it already is. This is what you call a great opening to... I'm really bad at analogies. Leave me alone. Right, let's get on with it. So this is the US title we're going to be going for. The 2003 to 2020 title. That design that I was a little bit disappointed when they actually got rid of it, because I thought it was pretty cool. So, yeah, that's the one we're going to start with. Oh, here we go. Many rules and it's a TNA match. Bro, you can't write that. Literally, this is the most TNA fucking stream I have ever done. And you know what? I ain't complaining. I ain't complaining. I'm actually looking forward to this. Oh shit, okay, Sting coming right out of the gates. AJ with that attack to the leg. I promise I'm a wrestling fan. I know what moves are called, but for some reason I can't think of what that's called. Anyways, right, let's bring it. Sting up top. Okay, he kicks me right in the face. Sorry, my stream is a bit too far behind, which means the chat's going to be even slower. That's annoying. There we go. I'm up to speed. Sting versus AJ Styles at the Great American Bash for the US title. Well, I mean, Sting has quite a bit of experience winning titles at this pay-per-view. Not in the NXT form, but in the WCW form. And AJ Styles is a familiar opponent of Sting's from the TNA days, as I say. So it's not the most what's it called? Unusual match that we'll probably see on this. Sorry, my stream had completely frozen there for a second. Sting going for a pin this early. What an insult. So 5 matches is what I have to win. Sorry, I have to react. I'm really sorry. The stream is really fucking... Hang on, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I don't know if it's happening on your end, but it seems to be freezing a lot on my end. And literally, it's so annoying. There is literally nothing else connected to my internet other than the stream. There we go. Hopefully that might make it work a bit better. Sting going for another pin here. I think I forgot to mention one crucial rule as well. We have until the end of the WWE 2K23 cycle to complete this. So we have till probably March, because that's when 2K24, I believe, will be coming out, because the last 2 2K games have both come out in March. AJ going up top here. Oh, big move. Also, as well, I have been looking into some better equipment for the streams for the foreseeable future, so hopefully I can get on that quite soon. Although, I will say this, my internet provider lately, they've got a lot to answer for, because anytime I've been trying to watch a match on Now TV, it's been a struggle. It has been a bloody struggle, lads, let me tell you that much. And They got a bit of an earful the other day. They got a huge earful. I think I got to come back. Oh, Sting stops the comeback move right before it could happen. Makes no sense. Buy the new game during Mania season. Yeah, it's quite cool that they do that now, because obviously they used to release them at the end of the calendar year. But since 2K22, they've started releasing them, as you say, around WrestleMania time. The only kind of frustrating thing about that is that the most recent WrestleMania in that game, instantly gets outdated. So that's kind of annoying. But hey ho, whatever. I think I'm kind of glad they release it in March, though, because there's so many games that come out towards the end of the year. FIFA being one of the main ones. I know it's not called FIFA anymore, but you know what I mean. Right, let me just try and do this comeback moves. Okay, we've got Sting in position here. We've got the calf crusher. We got the calf crusher. Oh, I never win. I never get submissions in the first go. And you know what? Oh, I was trying to cancel it. I tried to cancel it. It was not happening. It was not happening. Sting gets out of it. Sting, who came out to seek and destroy it all in. That was pretty cool. I didn't watch the show live. To be honest with you, I watched most of it the day after. I saw a little bit of it that night, and I watched most of it the day after. And Listen, it was a good show. It seemed fun, and I know a few people who were over at it, and they had a great time. And listen, as long as the fans, oh bollocks, as long as the fans have a good time, that's all that matters. But I tell you what matters now is the fact that I'm about to fucking lose this match to Sting. Okay, I gotta use resiliency. I was never getting out of that. Okay, let's just okay, let's move out of the way. Oh, bastard. Oh my god. But yeah, Sting, the entrance was cool. Seek and Destroy, great song by Metallica. Obviously a song he would have used back in WCW for a little bit. And that was cool. But it looked like a fun show, but it never screamed stadium show to me. It was your standard AEW show that happened to be in Wembley. And it was kind of nothing more than that. I know they're coming back next year. I'm tempted. I might go. I'll see what I'm doing. But 1, 2. And we got our first win there. I'll see what I'm doing around that time. But I don't know. Like, I'm going to WrestleMania next year, and like, I mean, AJ Styles, sorry, Chris Jericho. I love Chris Jericho. He is one of my all-time favorites. Oh my god, Sting's got the bat. Sting's got the fucking bat. We ain't letting that happen. Right. Okay, one more. Oh, he reverses it. I'm going to Mania next year, as I say. But yeah, Jericho saying the fucking thing about this is bigger than WrestleMania. It's like, see, this makes me not want to get behind things like All In. It's when you say stupid shit like that. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, I think I'm done. And we lose the first fucking match. Ah, okay. Sting wins the first match. And already I'm behind. It was a decent show, but another backstage fight for no reason. Yeah, I've been... Honestly, that's been more interesting than the whole fucking... Anything that happens on AEW television is nowhere near as interesting as what happens behind the scenes at AEW when CM Punk is involved. But it's such a shame. It is such a shame. Like... I listened to a Stephen Larson talk about it the other day, or yesterday I think it was. CM Punk, that initial return to pro wrestling back in 2021 and the first episode of Rampage, that's in my top 10 favorite wrestling moments of all time. Everything after his match with Darby Allin has been a little bit troublesome. But anyways, I'm going to rematch Sting here because I have to win all the titles, so I think it just makes sense. Hopefully, we can get the job done this time. I was not expecting to lose this first match. But yeah, but Jericho saying things like this is bigger than WrestleMania. It's like, no, it's fucking not, dude. And you know it's not. And I get it, you're trying to sell a show. But, you know, stop trying to insult the audience as well at the same time. I mean, it's like Bob Barker died the other day, rest in peace. But I know they didn't play that clip. WWE put up a montage for him, and they didn't play a clip of him and Jericho, which admittedly was a bit, you know, that was obviously one of the more famous clips that Bob Barker had in WWE from that Raw guest host appearance. But someone said typical WWE pettiness, and Jericho responded with like, yep, or something like that. It's like, dude, you called All In a bigger show than WrestleMania. You're one to talk about pettiness. Like, you'd swear WWE didn't give Chris Jericho so many great moments over the years. Am I saying they got everything right with Jericho? No. But he acts like such an entitled fucking bitch sometimes. But motherfucker, you were in a title match at US title match at WrestleMania. You know, you made a fuck ton of money in your time there. The only reason you became the big star that you became was because of your time in WWE. Not that, sorry, I shouldn't say the only reason, but the big reason I should say you became a star was your time in WWE. Like, stop acting so bloody entitled. And also, you talk about WWE pettiness. They brought you on the fucking Stone Cold podcast on the network the fucking weekend of WrestleMania 37. So shut the fuck up. But also, if you want to come on my podcast, you're more than welcome. I love Chris Jericho, by the way. I do. I just thought that... I'm just giving an example of how, like, AEW make it very hard to want to get behind them. You know what I mean? And also, one of their backstage producers I had a bit of a run-in with, and He's Kevin. I'm going to say his name is Kevin Matthews, and he's a fucking asshole. So he makes me not want to get behind him as well. Oh, it's a springboard. Okay, I should have gone for that. Yeah, I'm not gonna. The calf crusher is not going to do much damage. God, this could be a long stream, lads. This could be a very long stream. But you know what? I'm in it for the long haul. I've got a can of Monster in the fridge. I'm not going to open it up right now. I'm going to wait till I feel a bit fatigued, and then I shall open it up. If needs be. Let's try pin Sting here. 1, 2. Oh my god, I thought that was actually going to be it for a second. Punk is my favourite wrestler, and it's hard to get behind. Hard to get behind from all the nonsense. I watched him return live before going to work. Sorry, I'm just trying to reverse here. Before going to work, he came back because how well respected the locker room was. AEW doesn't make me want to watch the CM Punk segments because I know it's not going to last. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. I mean, CM Punk was my bloody hero as a teenager, and like he is still one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. But this fucking AEW thing has been, it's been a little bit of a disaster. Like, let's be honest. Oh, and speaking of disaster, Sting reverses my bloody finisher. Going for the Styles Clash, couldn't get there. In here, Stinger, or you know, don't. And then that whole thing about CM Punk not having like anyone pick him up from the airport. Like, can you imagine if WWE were doing a show in the UK, like they have done a lot recently, and a pay-per-view like they did with Clash at the Castle, which I was there for, or Money in the Bank, which was in London, and let's say Roman Reigns didn't have a spin from the airport. Sting reverses again, the bastard. And then Roman Reigns has to get the bloody tube out to his hotel. It is unheard of. That's something a bad indie promotion would do. And AEW are supposed to be the second biggest wrestling company in the world. Right, hold that thought. 1, 2, get in there. Our first victory. And I think the stream may be about to drop. Right, I've been given a tip of how to fix this. So give me a second. Just bear with me a second. Because I have looked into this because I knew this was probably going to happen. Because this defeats the whole purpose. I said in one stream. That's what I said, and I want to stick to that. So just bear with me a second. Okay, let me see that.